Hi, today we're going to talk about how to convert Notion form into PDF files completely on automation. For this, I'm going to discuss about liquidation agreement form and we're going to see how we are going to convert PDFs out of this particular form. As you can see, I have already added a few fields to this particular form, and once the user clicks on submit, the responses will come under the responses view in the database over here. I've already added two entries out of the particular form, and now I'm looking to convert these entries into PDF file completely on automation. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. This will help me create PDFs on automation from a Google document with the help of a Notion database. So a Notion database is where all the information is contained which I want to convert to PDF, and the Google document is where I'll be editing the template to be converted to PDF file. You can create any reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, or even quotations that you're generating on an everyday basis on your business with this exact automation system. Click on create PDF and simply sign in, and then we will see the remaining automation steps which we need to take to generate the PDF. So I'm going to quickly sign in over here, and then we will see how the rest of the automation will work. The very first thing which we need to do is we need to connect the Notion database in the very first step. And after that, we need to add a document to the database. And finally, we need to map every property of the database one by one onto the document to generate the PDF file. Let's click on add Notion database, and we will simply copy the database title which we have on our Notion account, and we'll be using the same database to generate the PDF. So I've just copied the title from here. Let's go back to the selection screen and click on select pages, and then we should be able to proceed further. Let's put the same database inside the search pages field, and you should be able to see the form populate over here. Click on that and the form is now added up. So whenever you're adding a database, always put it inside the search pages field to be able to add it. Do not select the database from the top level pages that you see over here, because if you do that, the experience will not be smooth and the database may not be added correctly. Alongside that, if your database is connected with other databases through relation properties, so let's say my liquidation agreement form is connected with database A and database B through relation properties. I also need to add database A and database B over here inside the search pages, so that the PDF file which will be created will have all the relation and roller values appear on the document. Otherwise, the relation and roller values will not be visible in the document which it will generated. So make sure of that and click on allow access. Now we should be able to see the liquidation agreement database appear in the drop down over here. If it is not visible, you can simply try reloading the database once or twice, because reloading the database will load all the databases and it should be visible over here. Sometimes it takes a while to load the database, so please have patience. But if you reload it once or twice, you should definitely be able to see the liquidation agreement form pop up over here. Scroll down and you should be able to see all the properties of the database appear over here, which we can use for the automation. Let's add a document to this. So click on add Google document. If you already have a liquidation agreement template, go with the existing document option and choose the template that you already have on your drive. I don't have any existing document available, so I will instead add a new demo document which it will create instantly with every placeholder automatically added inside the document. So you will be able to see all the placeholders right inside the document over here. So as you can see, it has created me this exact text, and we have got double curly brackets with the fields added up over here. We have asset list, distribution terms, effective date, liabilities. All these fields are showing up over here. So when the PDF will be created, all these fields inside double curly brackets like the assets list, distribution terms will be mapped with the database values that you see over here, and it will be replaced with the values that you find in the database. Okay. So all these double curly brackets fields will be mapped to the corresponding values from the database, and it will be mapped to these values that we get from the database. If you want to manually add any property to the document, so let's say I want to add asset list again, I can click on copy, go to the document wherever you want to add it, and simply use Ctrl V or Command V on your keyboard to copy paste the property right inside the document. This creates a mapping live, and it can be helpful to map it to generate the PDF swiftly. Let's say I want to copy the liabilities. I can click on copy, go to the document wherever you want to use it. Simply use Ctrl V or Command V and you can copy paste the property right inside the document. Now once all the mappings are done, the next step is we need to define how the PDF file will be named. So I want to define the PDF file by the received by field that we see over here. Okay. So I will just choose received by in the draw selection window. So you can select received by. You can choose anything, but I want to name the file as per the received by field. And finally, if you scroll to the right side of the database, you will find these two additional columns, generate PDF and PDF file. If any record is marked as ready to generate, it will be converted to PDF file and it will be stored in the PDF file column over here. So make sure you are setting your records as ready to generate, whichever you're looking to convert to PDF. and it will be stored in the PDF file column right over here. And now let's download the PDF. It should generate the PDF onto the downloads folder, as well as it will save the PDF right inside this PDF file column, which we can see to generate that the document has been generated. Let's click on this and you should be able to see the document with all the placeholders automatically mapped with the database values. So whatever we had in the database, they have been correctly mapped in the fields over here and the document has been created. Let's open up the second record which it has created. This also has similar placeholder mappings and everything has been mapped to the database. So we created two documents where all the fields were automatically mapped with the database and it was created. If you want to automate this solution and generate the PDF forever, click on Setup Notion Automation, and now you can consistently generate the PDF right inside the database. So whenever user will click on submit and a new entry will appear over here, simply mark it as ready to generate and the PDF will directly be created in the database for you. And this helps you to create the PDFs on automation, and you do not need to use PDF output to set up everything from scratch every time, as all the automations will take place directly inside the database and the PDF can be created right over here. I hope you understood the exact demonstration. If you still have any questions on this, use this chat bubble and send me a message with your queries. I'll be able to address the same. Or else you can go to the home page where you should be able to find this contact section which you should be able to use, and you can send me an email right away. I'll be able to assist you with every queries which you might be having on this automation solution. You even have a free demo session available where I'll be guiding you step by step on how to use this tool and take the best advantage of the automation available. But in nutshell, you can directly generate the PDF right inside the database once you mark it as ready to generate, and the PDF will directly be converted in the PDF file column right over here. That makes the process really easy and convenient to use, as every automation happens directly inside the database and the PDF will be created instantly for you. And you can see it has started processing this record and it will generate the PDF right over here, which we can check upon and see how it has been come out. This is the power of using PDF output, as it takes automation to the next level and generates the PDF directly inside the database.